For the past 7 years, the Game Awards have been an annual tradition rewarding the best games of their respective years and throwing in some groundbreaking reveals with them. This requires teaming up with all kinds of developers and publishers, like Nintendo, who've been at every single show in different capacities. Some years they've practically stolen the show, while other years they've made one announcement and called it a night. So for this video, we're going to take a look at Nintendo's involvement in every Game Awards presentation, not just highlighting their big announcements, but moments that will live on in the hearts and minds of Nintendo fans for decades to come. We'll also give them letter grades for how great their presence was at each show. Starting with the very first Game Awards in 2014, where they quite literally opened the show with a quote from Shigeru Miyamoto and a musical number by Koji Kondo, performing the iconic Super Mario Bros. Theme. Reggie then took the stage to thank Mr. Kondo for his contributions to Nintendo music, and stated that he would be the composer and sound director for Super Mario Maker that following year. This segued into a video presentation from Shigeru Miyamoto, where he reflected on the year and the future of the Wii U and 3DS. He also mentioned that next year would be Super Mario Bros. 30th anniversary, and showed a new trailer for Super Mario Maker. As for the awards, Nintendo won Best Developer, Mario Kart 8 won both Best Racing and Best Family Game, and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U won Best Fighting Game. Nintendo also had more announcements up their sleeve, like a new trailer for Codename Steam. Of course, what you probably remember most was the world premiere of gameplay for The Legend of Zelda on Wii U. Off-screen gameplay being commentated by Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma, but gameplay nonetheless. Even though it was off-screen, that didn't stop Andre from making a 23.5-minute analysis, and I probably watched every second of it. I don't remember, it was a long time ago. Anyway, the show was closed by a Zelda-themed musical performance from Koji Kondo and Imagine Dragons. Get this, the Zelda demo and performance happened after the Game of the Year winner announcement. So Nintendo left a big mark on the first ever Game Awards with their wins and world premieres. We have to give their involvement at this show an A. Then came the Game Awards 2015, in which Nintendo took home 3 awards. Super Mario Maker won Best Family Game, and Splatoon won both Best Shooter and Best Multiplayer. However, Nintendo didn't have any world premieres this year. Instead, they took 6 minutes out of the show to honor the memory of their former president, Satoru Iwata, who sadly died that summer. They did this through a sentimental slideshow, a performance by Ben Harper, and a heartful speech from Reggie Fils-Aimé. The games could wait. Nintendo wanted to use the Game Awards 2015 to remember Iwata and the impact he made on the industry. And truly, he will never be forgotten. So even though Nintendo didn't reveal any new games, they did the right thing by focusing on Iwata. Therefore, they get another A for this show. Next year, during the Game Awards 2016, Nintendo only had 2 things on their mind: The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Pokemon Go, the latter of which won 2 awards, Best Mobile Game and Best Family Game. Kind of helps that Pokemon Go gave us world peace for like a month. Anyway, while their presence at the awards part of the show wasn't that great, every Zelda fan on Earth tuned in to watch the new trailer for Breath of the Wild during the pre-show and a new direct feed playthrough by Bill Trennan and Nate Bildorf. Unsurprisingly, Breath of the Wild won the Fans' Choice Award for Most Anticipated Game. While it was the only game Nintendo showed off at the Game Awards 2016, safe to say, it was more than enough. And that's why they get another A grade. This brings us to the Game Awards 2017, also known as the year Nintendo was high and mighty off of the success of the Switch. They won 6 awards this year: Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle for Best Strategy Game, Super Mario Odyssey for Best Family Game, Metroid Samus Returns for Best Handheld Game, and Breath of the Wild for Best Action Adventure, Best Game Direction, and the big one, Game of the Year. They were sweeping the awards, but they weren't done. they announced the Breath of the Wild Champions Ballad DLC in the most epic way possible, by including a stage reenactment of Calamity Ganon being crippled by the 4 champions, and having Eiji Aonuma pull the Master Sword from its pedestal. This led to a trailer for the DLC with the release date of later that night. And Nintendo still wasn't done, announcing that Bayonetta 1 and 2 are coming to Switch with Bayonetta 3 on the way. Dang, didn't we just see a new trailer for that game a few months ago? Time does fly. No question, the Game Awards 2017 was a show-stealing event for Nintendo, which is why they get another A+. Surely they could keep this hot streak going, couldn't they? Transitioning over to the Game Awards 2018, this show occurred on the same night of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release, so Nintendo was pretty busy. Still, the Switch-exclusive Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 was revealed, and then there was a trailer for what looked like a new Persona 5 DLC port or something. Turns out, it was to announce that Joker was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a DLC fighter. After the trailer, Reggie came out to talk more about the DLC and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's release. So this wasn't a big year for Nintendo, they didn't even win any awards, but there were still some good announcements. Nothing amazing though, as DLC for a game that just came out isn't nearly as exciting as a new game reveal. As surprising as Joker and Smash was, we still came away from the Game Awards 2018 wanting more from Nintendo. So their Game Awards hot streak officially ends here with a grade of C. Next year was the Game Awards 2019, which was great for Nintendo awards, but not so much for announcements, as the only game revealed there was Bravely Default 2. That was it. There was a cool fake-out trailer for No More Heroes 3, but that was already a game we knew about. However, Luigi's Mansion 3 won Best Family Game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses won Best Strategy Game and the Player's Voice Award, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate won Best Fighting Game. Despite the awards, it was a rather uneventful show for Nintendo, which is why we have to give it a D. But surely the Game Awards 2020 was more exciting? Well, it kind of was, even if they only made one announcement. To be fair, it was a huge announcement that started the show. Final Fantasy's Sephiroth was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Do you hear that? Those are the happy cries of RPG fans all around the world. The second One-Winged Angel played in the trailer, it was over. Sephiroth is a fan-favorite character, and his inclusion in Smash was more than welcome. As for the awards, Nintendo only won Best Family Game with Animal Crossing New Horizons. Not too eventful of a show, but thanks to Sephiroth's abs, we have no choice but to give a grade of B for bodacious. So there you have it. Some years, Nintendo goes all out with their Game Awards presents, and other years, they take a step back. Hopefully they get more involved in the Game Awards 2021 and bring with it a killer world premiere or two, and also take home some well-deserved awards. Like Game of the Year for Metroid Dread. And not to be a tinfoil hat-wearing conspiracy theorist, but Imagine Dragons are going to be at this year's show, and they are pretty big Zelda fans. This is all the more evident when you remember that they performed Zelda music with Koji Kondo at the first Game Awards in 2014, where they showed off Breath of the Wild gameplay. Maybe, just maybe we'll get another Breath of the Wild sequel trailer. That would just be swell. But if you want more predictions for the Game Awards 2021, check out our predictions discussion on the top right and tune in to our Game Awards stream this Thursday. Until next time, everyone, bye.